Hey, this is Dr. Nikki Ziegler. This is Dr. Nikki Ziegler. I am live with the Convo Talk Show. Excited to be here today. Listen, it's a new month, it's a new season, and we're walking into the greatness of God. Go ahead and like, tag, and share. In fact, let me do that. Let me do it with you. We're going to do this together. Yes, I got my cell phone, and I'm going to tag some people to this live. I just think we have to be intentional in this season. This is the Convo Christian Talk Show, which is a talk show geared towards women in business, men in business, all things him. And I'm excited to be here today. I got some amazing, beautiful guests in here with me. Let me just share this real quick while my producers get themselves together. All right, let's make this thing live. All right, and I'm excited to be here today. Listen, we have a power-packed show tonight. I want you to go ahead and share the show. Go ahead and tag some people on the show because we have real good conversations tonight. It's going to be a really good show. I invited two of, first of all, they're close sisters of mine. We do Kingdom together. You know, they was in town. I said, man, listen, what y'all just come on through the Convo and let's have some good conversations because I think good conversations are needed. I am Dr. Nikki Ziegler. I am your visibility coach. I am one of the pastors at Destiny Word Christian Center. Shout out to Bishop Jeremiah Ziegler. I'm also a part of this amazing network called the Herpreneur Network. If you haven't heard about it, baby, I need you to go ahead and research us and come on over and join us. We have so much going on this year. I'm excited. I'm also excited about 2025. We have a lot going on in 2025. And I'm just excited to be in God's presence and do what God has called me to do. And so listen, this show is going to be amazing. I want you to take a moment right now to tell me what city that you're watching from. If it's your first time watching this show, put a 1 in the chat and say, hey, it's my first time. If you are a returning person, put in the chat, I rock with you, Nikki. Let me know, hey, I'm rocking with Dr. Nikki. Listen, let me know you are on. Listen, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. If you are a Christian woman in business, take a moment and tag your business to the live. Let me know what business that you're representing. If maybe you have a book, maybe you have your own coaching firm, maybe you got your own beauty firm, whatever you're doing, listen, go ahead and do what you got to do. I want to give a special shout out to Glorified Cosmetic. Every week, Chandrika Reed comes and she do my makeup. I know I'm looking pretty. Everybody always asking me, who does your makeup? Chandrika Reed, she's with Glorified Cosmetic. She got a new cosmetic line that's coming out in 2025. And listen, in a couple of weeks, we'll be doing some commercials. In fact, I'm going to bring her back on the show and let her talk about her cosmetics because it is glorified, okay? Definitely want to give a shout out to her. She's one of my sponsors. We got some new sponsors coming up in 2025 that we're excited about. Let's go ahead and like, tag, and share. Once again, let's go ahead and like, tag, and share. And we will be back with my two guests on the show, okay? See you soon. Come on, Grace, take me out. Listen, what bring y'all here this weekend? What's been going on? Welcome to the combo.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really excited to be here. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm so excited that I have an opportunity to be with the leader of the Herpreneur Network and the president.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's no other way it's been on the Convo show.
That's right, baby. Listen, let's talk about these combos. And tonight we're going to have some candid conversations about life, about sisterhood, about growing pains, about, just fixing crowns is what we do. Fixing crowns is what we do. So let's talk about how we met. Let's start there. So how did we meet? How did we meet, Dr. Joe?
Wow, Dr. Nikki, we actually met on plethora of platforms that we spoke on.
Yes.
And the very first one I would say was with Shay Brown.
Okay.
And then it was Successful Women.
Okay.
So the funny thing is, and I think we met through as well as Karen Cherry.
Yeah.
So we went through her, and you introduced me to Shay Brown.
Yeah. And I think to be honest with you, I think we kept bumping into each other. I would see you. I'm like, who is this? Dr. Josephine Harris. And we just kept being in the same rooms around the same people. Dr. Josephine, you are an international speaker. I am one as well. And we just kept bumping into each other. I'm like, who is this?
And I'm like, oh my goodness, I like her vibe.
And I said the same thing about you.
Wow, and that's like, oh my goodness, I love her vibe. She's a real sister, because you remind me of my baby sister, and
right.
She really pump you up,
right?
Really get you going. Like, okay, if you can't do it, I'm gonna pump you up to make you do it.
Yeah, we gotta get the job done. And so we just connected. We literally, you'll think that we've been doing the job for 20 years, but the connection was so surreal. And we both, what I love about us, we both was going in the same direction. And, and then here's a key, here's a nugget. Always be around like-minded people who's going in the same direction you're going in, right? They might be high, they might be low, they might be on the same level, but make sure you surround yourself around people who are like-minded. I want everybody put in the chat, like-minded. Get you some like-minded people, okay? Get you some like-minded people. So, okay, I'm going to jump back to you because we got chemistry, and then you came. Can you tell me, how did we meet?
Sure. It was through sort of the Karen Cherry too. I was looking around for information for Christian women in business and ministry. And so I got a sister's invite, and it said, come on Clubhouse. And that's how I first started. I came into one of your rooms, and I just started following you. To your point, your voice, your information. I liked your energy. And I'm a Christian woman in business and faith, and that's what you represented. Your organization represented that. So I kept following you from room to room. And every time you opened a room, I would go in the room to hear what you had to say. And it resonated for me. And we connected. And I feel it was destiny. I feel like it was.
Oh, I know. I mean, of course. One thing we can't do is deny that the connection that you and I have is definitely destiny. It's definitely because we both, once again, like-minded. I'll take a moment to give a shout out to Yvette Euchert. I see she's on here. I see Wendy's on here. Go ahead, ladies, if y'all can like, tag, and share some of the herpreneurs. That would be great. I think the word like-minded is so important because a lot of us, we connect with people, Queen Margie and Dr. Joe, that are not like-minded. And then we find ourselves caught up in ungodly relationships because we decided to compromise. We decided to compromise. And we got to talk about this because it's going to be really good. But before we do that, what do you do?
Well, I'm a woman of really, really many talents, but my main thing, my career is a mental health psychotherapist. So I help you to understand your mental health challenges. I give you strategies. I give you techniques so that you can deal with it, manage it, and overcome it. So making sure that your mental health is all together, making sure that you have the right tools to sustain a healthy and living life.
Okay, well, there it is. And what do you do, Queen Margie?
Sure. So I have two pieces. My first part is that I am a full-time administrator at a hospital, and I've been there for 25 years. But I also want to be an entrepreneur because I'm going to be retiring in the next 4 to 5 years. And that's how I came into your organization, because I want to work into entrepreneurship. I got my coaching certificate last year, or the year before actually, into 2022. And so I am a grief coach, and I have had the opportunity through Margie Stupard Coaching to do some grief coaching. Not a lot of it, but I've done some. And it's not just for loss of life, but it's loss of situations. My first client was a CEO who lost her job. And then I've done some grief coaching with people who lost people in their lives. But it can be trauma of anything, a house, a situation that's traumatic, it's loss. And so that's where I am going with my career. Because when I finally wind down from my full-time job, 9 to 5, I am going to be a coach in grief, in life, maybe business. There's so many opportunities out there for me.
It definitely is a lot. It definitely is a lot of opportunities for coaches around the world. And y'all know that's my field. I love coaching coaches. I'm a leader's leader. And I feel like it's important to make sure, once again, you be around people who's going in that same direction. And being that said, let's go ahead and jump and ask Dr. Josephine. You tell me what you do. So, what is your definition of a like-minded woman? If you was looking for more women to do business with or connect with, what is your definition? What is it that you need to be connected to when you think about a like-minded person?
Wow. When I think about a like-minded person, I really need someone to be spiritually fed with faith base, making sure I feed my spirit and feed their spirit, and they feed my spirit as well. So with me, I'm big on faith. And I'm big on faith, and the reason why I do that, I deal with a lot of grieving, and I need Coach Margie in my life. So I dealt with a lot of grieving and stuff, even though it's the grieving of losing family members, the grieving of losing loved ones, the grieving of losing my job and going to a full-time entrepreneur. So one of the things is that I need someone support, someone to hold me accountable, and I hold them accountable. I also need someone to be there in a time of need, like-minded people, making sure there is business-minded people. With me, I got a mentor. As a mental health therapist, I have to really go into the verge of getting another mental health that can coach me, even a psychologist. So dealing with people like that will help me advance in my personal and professional life.
All right, same question. What is your definition of a like-minded woman?
Yeah. Say, very similar things that Dr. Joe said, but I will say, from the perspective of faith, that's the first and foremost for me. Women that are going to pray, women that believe in the power of God. We talk about in the network collaboration trumps competition. We're the body of Christ, and the scriptures tell us that when one part of the body does one thing, so we all have gifts, and we don't have to be in competition with one another. I think when we come together as group of women, sometimes we feel like we have to compete. I have to do it as good as you or better than you or whatever. We don't have to, because the word of God tells us we're the body. We're fitly joined together.
That's right.
The arm can't be without the hand. The leg can't be without the foot. You've got to do your part. I think the other piece is accountability. I'm big on that. I want women who think like me, or can grow into thinking like me. What does that mean? It's walking in honesty. It's walking in integrity. It's doing the right thing at the end of the day, like the word of God tells us. So if you are a person of faith, right, we start off with the foundation of faith, and then all these other things flow with it. That we want to be in fellowship. We want to walk in unity. Unity means that we don't necessarily need to agree on everything, but there needs to be a common cause that we're going to get to that goal together. That's the unity part. You're learning from one another. You can talk it out, and then comes the accountability of that.
I think accountability is a start for like-minded people. Like if we're in business together, accountability should be number one. Communication also, Margie, because a lot of people, you see women in business, you see what we're doing, and you want to gravitate to it, but are you willing to communicate? Are you willing to be teachable? Are you willing to have better, accountability? People often think, oh, anybody can run a business. No, ma'am. No. I don't know who told you that, but the devil's a lie.
Yeah.
You gotta be around people that can sharpen iron with you and tell you no. Like with you two, it's no over, it's no yes over here. You have to make sure the people that God put in your life are not just yes, but they can tell you some no's when they know you're going down the wrong path. Yeah. So the question begins to be, are you teachable? Can you be teachable? In this season that you're in, have there been a time when you felt like you had someone that wasn't teachable? Can you talk about that?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think that when people come with the intention of maybe not necessarily maybe trying to outdo you or show off because they may have a skill that's better than your skill and they realize that. And so me as the leader, if I'm like setting things up in the way that I want it to flow, and this person doesn't agree because maybe their gift is stronger in another area. We talked about it this weekend in our leadership meeting. There's a number one and a number two.
I love that.
You have to know when you're number one and you're number two. And if I'm the number one person and I'm laying something out and you don't agree with it, you can't get mad at me for that, right? That's the accountability piece. Understanding who you are. So I've had that in situations when I used to be in the fitness field and I had like 25 instructors under me. And some of them, they would go off, they would branch off into their genre of their specialty. Let's say it was hip hop aerobics, and maybe I wasn't as good in hip hop, but I could do standard. Mm-hmm. And it would be like, well, I'm ready to show it out. But that wasn't part of the routine. So don't put that in there. Mm-hmm. That wasn't what we agreed to because, again, I'm the leader. I know the agenda. I know what I'm trying to reach. I know the community I'm trying to reach. So yeah, I have had that. And it does become tough. But I think when you're with other believers, when you're with people who understand who they are and purpose.
Yes.
Even if there's conflict, you can talk about it. Even if there's a difference in what that other person wants to do, there still can be conversation and respect.
I think it's all depend. I feel like this right here, Queen Margie and Dr. Joe. You have to know that person is assigned to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In order, in order to build or in order to grow relationships, you have to know that oh, she's assigned to me. One thing that you and Dr. Joe understand, we are assigned to each other. And so I'm going to fight for what my assignment looks like. I'm going to fight if I feel like, okay, Dr. Josephine has offended me or, you have offended me. If I have to pull up, we're going to fight for what we know we're supposed to be doing. Assignments are so important. Connections are so important. So I feel like, we really have to really think about when you're in business with someone or, you have kingdom business or you're like-minded, we got to make sure that we put people in their proper places and make sure we work the relationship. A lot of us just do meet somebody. Oh, you my friend? No, you got to work what you like and what you don't like. What we doing? And I feel like a lot of us don't exercise our relationships. That means picking up the phone, call you a messenger, or send you a text, or send you an email. In order for you to get to know a person, you got to get to know a person.
I think what's important too, and Dr. Joe, this probably resonates with you as a therapist, what I learned in psychology is that whole assignment and attachment. And when somebody's attached to you, they're leeching off of you. They're taking advantage of you. When you're assigned, to your point, you're going to work on that.
Yes.
You're not just going to let things go by the wayside, right? Because you understand that it takes work. It takes work.
One thing that my spiritual mom always tell me, and she keeps this before me. She said, a relationship has to be tried.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's good.
And I was like, no, I don't feel like we got to always be tried. So I don't want to be a friend or a sister that argue or. She said, no. Because if you never been through nothing, how if you know you're going to stay or fold?
Yeah, that's right. That's true. One of the things is that my grandmother always taught me that you have to know the discernment.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know when to use it.
That's right.
You have to know how to use it.
Right.
So the best thing is to know that that person is in your life, that God sent that person, and why did God send that person.
Right.
So you have to be really, you have to really discern, okay, is this person in my life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime?
Right.
Or is my relationship worth fighting for?
Right. And when I say every relationship, not just sisters, because we're sisters, period. Like, this is my sister. You know what I'm saying? But every relationship, my husband, my children, my friends, my family, right? Work relationships, yes, you know what I'm saying? And so we have to constantly tell ourselves, the people that we're dining with, the people that we're eating with, we're breaking bread with, have you had the conversation with them? Have you said, okay, this is what I expect from you, and this is where I stand? If you never had those relationships, how do the relationship grow, Queen Margie? If you never had the conversation.
No, you have to have the conversation. I think it's really important to understand your role in somebody's life. And as you grow together, just like we're in the network, right? We had a weekend retreat. We made some commitments during that weekend for some programming. And the programming is for the future. Right. It's not for today. Right. But we understand that we all have to grow together in that. Because we're touching the earth, we're, giving it to the next generation. So being able to understand that, I think, is really key. And that takes us to the next segment. Let's take a moment. I want to give a shout out to some of the people that's watching. I see Tawana watching. Of course, I see Takima's watching. Misha Kelly, hey girl, hey. Jamila, hey. Apostle Alicia, I see you're on. Wendy, hey girl, hey Mama Judy, I see you on. Andrea Harris is on. Agnes Long is on. I see y'all. Hey y'all, go ahead and like, tag, and share this live. And I want to give some t-shirts away. We're gonna get some giveaways out, Grace and Takima. The person who tagged the most people will receive a Herpreneur pack that's gonna be shipped your way. It's gonna have t-shirts in there. It's gonna have our air fresheners in there. We got a lot of stuff we can give away. Okay, water bottles. It's gonna Takima gonna send you out this packet, and it's for the person who tagged the most people. We'll ship that off on tomorrow. Okay, we'll ship it off on tomorrow, and on this talk show, we'll name the winner in the morning, and we'll announce who you are and who won, and I'll have her to go ahead and pop it in the mail and ship it off to you tomorrow. So do me a favor, go ahead and tag some people to the live. Don't take a moment right now and tag some people. The person who tagged the most people is the person who's gonna win. Okay, we're gonna give you that. Okay, so let's get back into it now. She took us right on in. How do you deal with growing pains? How do you deal with growing pains in a relationship?
One of the things that how I deal with growing pains is for me, I have to take accountability for what I have done and when I have done it and why I have done it. I have to really look in the mirror and say, Dr. Joe, are you doing okay? Is this the moment you're supposed to say that to that person? Or you're supposed to check yourself? I'm supposed to say, you know what? My behavior was not that great today. Why did I behave like that? So I'm going to check Dr. Joe.
Okay. I think that's good. Yeah. Because she didn't say, I'm going to cut her off, I'm going to go off on her, and I'm going to do this and this. She said, I'm going to look at myself. And I think a lot of us, if we be honest, we be looking at the other person. We be already pointing fingers. My mom always said, you point one finger, got a lot pointing back. So you got to first take accountability for your own actions in the growing pains. Can you help? Yeah.
No, you're right on point. I do think, though, it is a two-way street because it's a relationship. And so there are two sides. We're supposed to be mature adults. And so right? The challenge is one, introspection, like you said. What did I do in this?
Mhm.
But two, seeing it for what you see it for, the whole situation. Now, again, if you're with somebody else who is a mature adult, then it means there's a conversation. Let's talk about it, because growth is a process, right? It's not just simply that I can see me, but if we're together, we can see each other.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Our iron sharpens
I
iron.
like that.
How do I get better if I don't hear from you? Because I may be looking at me and I can't see what you see, but you see something that may go deeper than what I see. And when you share that with me, that has to sharpen me, even if it hurts. But I want to grow through it. So I do think it's a process.
That's good now.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think that's very important that we understand in any given relationship. In every relationship, we only talk about the ones that's down at our table. We're not talking about girlfriend who you don't talk to at all, or a classmate you ain't seen them in 40 years, right? I'm going to say 40 because Jeremiah was saying 40 years. You know, I'm talking about the ones who, you talk to them on a daily basis, or you talk to them on a weekly, even a monthly basis, because y'all, we be busy, right? All three of us, we busy women, right? And we busy doing God's will. But if you know that person is part of that tribe that God has allowed you to create, you want to make sure you take care of the growing pains. You want to make sure you have good conversations with them and tell them how you feel. You offended me when you did that. I don't like how you talk to me like that. Can you lower your tone with me? Right? And and y'all know I'm very aggressive at times.
I wouldn't say aggressive.
What would you say?
I would say passionate.
Passionate.
Okay.
I love that. Ooh, passionate. Come on, bestie. Yes, passionate. Because for me, if I'm your friend, if I'm your sister, I'm riding. We're going to ride. And I'm going to give you all I have. And that's where my passion come from. But I feel like as a friend or as a sister, we have to make sure we have candid conversations like this. Because if I mean the world to you, or if I know we're supposed to be doing kingdom together, like-minded, I'm willing to have a real conversation. And I'm willing to meet you where you are. And I think a lot of women, the reason why you're not in good relationships, or you ain't got no friends, is because you ran everyone away, putting the expectations up here when she ain't even ready for that. Stop making her wear the hat that you wear. Because my size ain't your size. What worked for you ain't gonna work for me. What worked for you would never work for me, because we all three of us live 2, 3, 4 different lifestyles, right? And so I think a lot of women don't hold on to relationships because our expectations have begun to be too high, Queen Margie.
And can we go back to the basics here?
Let's go to the
like
basics.
When we talk about, just like you said, the expectation.
Yes.
Can we just say honesty is the best policy?
Ooh.
Right? It really is. But I think sometimes people are disingenuous when you're trying to get through to them and when you're trying to talk to them. And it's just like, just be honest. Just tell me. Let's talk about, what you want. Where we going? Let's talk about this.
Right. One of the most important things is active listening.
Yeah.
Sometimes we tend to overtalk somebody and they can't get their point across and they scared to approach you again.
Ooh.
That's good.
Oh, Jesus. What are we doing tonight? My sister's ready to pay. We're leaving it all at the table tonight. We're not going to hold back, Queen Margie.
That's
Right? Because that's the truth. Communication is the key. I mean, I understand where we are, right? Queen Margie, she ain't no joke now. Come on now. This boss and shit ain't no joke. But I love her because I know she's honest. And I think a lot of people in business or in ministry or in the marketplace or a relationship are not honest because they're not telling you what is your. If you come in and say, Dr. Nicolisa, I'm connected with you because you got some connections and some resources I need. At least I can respect you for that. But you think you're going to get connected to me and get my connections? No, baby. Listen. We're going to have this real conversation. And I don't mind giving. You know that. But come right. Come on over here now. Come on. You can sit at this table here.
But let me tell you something.
Right.
Everyone has a motive.
Everyone
has the right motive.
That's the question. Put a pin right there. A right motive for me. Because your motive right in your eyes, but it might not be the motive I need in my life at that point. And I'm gonna be okay with saying, you know what, this girl, peace out. I'll holler at you. Ain't no love lost, but your motive is not for my motive. Because Dr. Joe, everybody has a motive.
Everybody has a motive.
And like you said, it's the right motive for you. Come on. Let's say that. I think that's very important.
It's very important.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we have to do what's right by each other.
Oh, that's good.
That's right.
And so that's really important. The Word of God tells us that in James, right? That we have to make the right decisions for each other, but that means you bringing it back to what you just said, communication.
Yes.
And if you can't communicate with me, if you can't talk to me, if you can't listen to me, how are we going to get there? So there has to be a point where we lay it out. So this is what we're going to do. I saw you do that this weekend, just in troubleshooting situations.
Mm-hmm.
And you started off by saying, now you know I'm honest. Yep, we know you're honest.
Because we have to, you know why I say that? Because I intentionally want to let that person guard down.
Yeah.
The moment you come to someone pure, why would they fight you?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you be honest with a person, you come, I just want y'all, you know, I love you.
Yeah.
But here is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Don't get mad when someone tell you how they really feel.
Yeah.
That's how they feel. You gotta respect people where they are, so God can continue to develop great relationships and quality people at your table. Because everybody ain't quality now.
No, that's right.
Come on. I pick quality over quantity any day. Because you can have a lot of people down at your table, but are they the right people that God has for your life?
Yeah.
Some people just wasting space.
Yeah.
They just there, baby. Ain't bringing nothing to the table, broke, busted, and can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But God said He wants us to be full, and He wants us to be around like-minded people who don't mind going through the growing pains and meet you where you are. I had a lot of growing pains. Queen Margie, Lord snatched all my edges, fixed my crown was all tilted. I'm talking about to fall off. In fact, it probably did fall off. She probably picked it up and said, let me put this on your head. You gotta be around people who's not willing to throw you to the side because you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yes, absolutely. I think, what's key is that there are some people sometimes that really have potential, and you have said this before.
Mm-hmm.
Are we asking God, do I have your permission to continue this relationship with this person? Because not everybody is going to be at the same place. However, to your point about the right intention, God knows their heart. Mm-hmm. He gives us discernment. Sometimes we can't see some of the things they have. Some people are just no good, and other people that really do have potential, and we have to help build them up, right? Mm-hmm. The Word of God tells us that we build one another up, and that's what we do.
Wow.
And sometimes we are quick to say, you know what, I'm through with that person.
Yeah.
And knowing that person is the one who God sent
to
build that person up.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's right.
But you know what? I'm at a season now, I release convenient relationships.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes, that's
yes.
good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be with you because it's convenient.
Yeah. That's an insult, right?
Very.
Yeah.
You got to have, your mental got to be as strong as mine. I don't have time. I'm not in a season of leechers. I can't do any more. I did, you know how long I did leechers? For a long time. Why? Because I didn't value who I was. You gotta see yourself as valuable. And God will send you people like-minded, just as valuable. They won't get jealous. They won't get intimidated. They won't be trying to take your man. They won't be trying to walk in your shoes. Listen, they just as strong as you are. As powerful as Dr. Joe is, as powerful as Queen Margie is, they're my number 2.
Yeah.
But they took hold of that number 2 and made that number 2 look like a number 1. Y'all have. Because we understand our assignments together. Yeah. Ain't no jealousy at this table. No. Period. Because we all busy. Y'all, we got things going on. Everyone at this table right now, we have so much going on. Not only just in business, in ministry, with our families. Yeah. We go through things. I don't have time to be sizing you up. We don't have that kind of time. Because in my mind, whatever my sister need, I got it. That's just the way I think. I'm different, right?
No, absolutely. You said it before, and I feel like I'm quoting you a lot.
No.
Hey, that's okay.
Right.
Come on, Jesus.
Right.
Show up.
That's what happens when it's contagious Christianity. But and this was like a couple of years ago. You were like, I am delivered from people.
Yes.
And so when we get delivered from people, it doesn't matter what they think about what we're doing and what we say and where we're going, because we know we are being led by the Holy Spirit. And when God guides you and leads you, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
There's no fail in that.
No fail.
So when you are delivered from people, yes, people are going to have an opinion. Yes, people are going to say, we're supposed to be together.
You know
What
what
if
I call
God didn't tell you? What do you call them?
They are peopling.
Peopling, okay.
There she go.
People are peopling.
There
Yes.
she go.
There you go.
She'll do a t-shirt.
That's the lead.
Can you tell us what is peopling?
Yes.
I like it.
Peopling is people that jealous people,
Mm-hmm.
envy people,
Yeah.
always talk about you behind your back,
Yeah.
and they always throw rocks at you through Facebook. So they do Facebook arguments. So I call them and say they just peopling.
Well, guess what? We ain't got time for that.
No, we don't.
I can honestly tell you, I just don't. You know, my prayer has been, just for 2024, Lord, send us what we need.
Yeah.
Even in network, even in ministry, even in my marriage, with my church, wherever I go, God, send me my people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Send me my people. God, send me who you want me to be connected to. That has been my honestly prayer. And if they're not supposed to be a part of my life, remove them immediately.
Yeah.
Nothing missing, lacking, or broken. And this is something, Queen Margie, we need to pray every day.
Absolutely.
Before we even put our foot on the ground, that's another prayer that you need to pray over your life, because when you're in business or you're in ministry, if you're an entrepreneur, people coming from all over, all kind of angles. You want to make sure, once again, you're connected to like-minded people. I need everybody put in the chat, Lord, send me like-minded people. I need everybody put in the chat, Lord, send me like-minded people for my business, for my ministry, for my relationships. We got to start saying it, and it's something we need to petition to God for, because He is the one who makes all decisions.
Yeah. I think that when people are people, and you don't have to respond to everything.
No,
you don't.
Right, because we're bigger than that. And when people are gonna go low and they're gonna throw stones, it's okay.
That's right.
Because that's what they do.
That's right.
We don't have to do that. We go high. We're pressing towards the mark of a high calling. A high calling means you have standards.
That's right.
It means that you don't respond the way other people respond. You don't act the way other people act. You come in with dignity, with integrity, with respect,
That's
with
good.
honor. It represents God. We're ambassadors.
And so take a moment for those who are watching. Queen Margie just said a lot, right? But what she said is telling you it's time to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sum all that up,
Mm-hmm.
because we gotta have these type of conversations so we can be better for kingdom. God can use us in our mess. I'm like, I don't got time to be posting it on Facebook, throwing shots at nobody.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I got so much going on. I'm trying to stay positive, and I'm going to go high. Ain't no option. I'm taking a high road, and I just told you earlier, I don't care how crazy you might think I look. I'm focused on Christ, because what He says matters, Dr. Joe.
That's right. I
That's,
don't have time for no Facebook drama.
yeah.
But guess what? Facebook made me money, so I don't have time for Facebook
Cha-ching.
drama.
Cha-ching. Listen,
I don't have time for that.
we got to be encouraged. We got to be encouraged. And so here's another segment. We've got another 15 minutes. Here's another segment. Let's talk about the importance of sisterhood. Who want to kick that off? Why is sisterhood so important?
We let the Coach Margie start us off.
Sure. Listen, I think that God is all about relationships. And it's important, as we have been saying tonight, as we walk in unity, as we walk in love, that it's important that other people know that. Other women that are just like us, that are not like us, that there's somebody out here that loves you regardless of what you've done, where you come from. We're no different. And so it's the love of God, the unity that we walk in, the harmony that we walk in as sisters. And that's when we can get to that point of what we were just saying before, accountability, integrity, honesty. But when somebody knows and feels that you care about them, because what does Maya Angelou say? It doesn't matter what they say to you, it's how they made you feel. How you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
That matters. And so when we talk about sisterhood, when somebody comes into the room, you greet them. You acknowledge them.
That's right.
They're there. No matter what you think, again,
Yes.
it's to the point where people are jealous of, they're another human being and our sister in Christ.
I think that's very important.
I think with me, I'm an uplifter. So I love to see women rise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm one of the person like, I love you through thick and thin. I'm a ride a chick with you. I'm loyal. So with sisterhood to me, it's seeing them rise to the occasion. They what they know best. They know they have the skills, but they need to be motivated, be encouraged. It's the accountability piece. Sometimes you can fall short, but take the accountability for your action.
I think what's important is that mentorship, the role models.
Yeah.
When people look at us, when they look at other women that we know, we're role models for other people, other women that are like us, right? And so they're picking up those traits. I'm quoted things from you all, but and it comes natural because our Christianity is contagious. We're passing it on to each other.
I think, we have to be mindful. This is not the season to be isolated.
Yeah.
I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I feel like God will send you like-minded people to hold you accountable. And that's why, the network was so important to all of us sitting up here. Because what we realize is that, once again, I'm picking back off of you, iron sharpen iron, you got to have that discernment. But this is not the season to sit at home and say, woe is me.
Yeah.
This ain't the season to cut folks off. This ain't the season I'm out. Don't talk to me. This is not that season. This is a season where you have to really put your big girl panties on and get into some places and some people and some things and organizations that can hold you accountable for the things that you said God told you to do. And that's why we really launched the network, because we wanted to make sure that we created a platform or a organization that deals with the mind, deal with the spirit, deal with spirituality, deal with the business, but also build sisterhood. Fixing crowns is what we do. Fixing crowns don't mean I'm going to go on Facebook or I'm going to go on the show and blast somebody out. Fixing crowns means, sis, I see your crown tilted. Let me put it back where it belongs. And I ain't got to call and tell everybody I did it.
That's right.
And I think that's been the problem. We bragging. We post on Facebook. Yeah. You see, I have turned. That is of the devil. God did not have you going around bragging about what you did to somebody. I had to give up money. No, that's not of God. We got to be intentional with what God has for us.
That's envy. So you have to be careful with that.
Okay.
That spirit coming up on you. So if they brag about what they did for you, it wasn't the right motive.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. The motive has to be pure.
Yes.
And so we constantly, even with me and your relationship, Dr. Joe, me and your relationship, Queen Marge, I'm always praying like, Lord, let me give her what she needs from me. Yeah. I pray that all the time, Lord. Let me be enough of what she needs from me. And if I'm not, let her tell me, I need this to be better. I need that. I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you say that. Like, I'm okay when you come and telling me, I don't like how you act in this area. Because if you don't open up your mouth, how are they supposed to fix it?
Yeah. They're not going to know. I think as women, sometimes we hold those things back. Whereas men, they'll just come right out and tell us, right?
Period.
In a minute. But women, because we do have emotions, we hold back. And I think we just got to learn how to do that. There's a way to do that without hurting somebody's feeling. Mm-hmm. There's a way to do that with really stroking somebody and being considerate. It doesn't have to come across mean, as somebody would say. It can just be, like you said, blunt, honest, upfront. Here it is. Right. This is what I need from you.
And I think it's about being honest within yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And also meeting people where they are. And I talked about this earlier. Everybody's not where you at. Where you at, I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I might be strong in this area, but I might be weak in other areas. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, Queen Margie, I had to really learn through me getting delivered from people how to be a better communicator. I had to learn, y'all. Can I be honest? I had to learn how to be a friend. I did. Because I really mishandled a lot of people. Because I just did not have that. So when you don't have it, you're not used to people loving on you, you will find yourself mishandling people that God sent to be a blessing.
And sometimes you put so much expectation on people.
Yes.
You become disappointed because they have not met it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So how do you deal with that, Queen Ma? Do you just walk away?
No, you don't walk away.
Right.
That's the last thing you do. We've been talking about it tonight. It really is about communication. And for some levels of communication, it's how do you break that down? It's peeling back the onion piece by piece.
Oh, that's good.
Because it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in one day. We've been together, 3-4 years now? Mm-hmm. We're still learning each other because it is a process. We'll get to a point where we understand each other. I know you chase me around to take pictures. I chase you around, right? That's the fun side of us. But there's a business side. There's a ministry side. Same thing with the work that we do. It's piece by piece.
It's piece by piece. But I love when you say, I be deep in that thing. When she said peel the onions, y'all know how we be when we peel the onion. Mm-hmm. Let's take it simple. Let's take the symbolic way of what she's saying. As you peel those onions, what end up happening? Your eyes begin to burn. Your eyes get weird, but you don't give up. You still keep chopping. Stop giving up on people so fast.
You have to have patience.
You have, in order to have a hope. Watch this. And I think a lot of us get confused because we've been looking at the man. How the man, you can be the man and you have patience.
Yeah, come on. Yes.
He done cheated on you about 100 times. And you still there. Yeah. But tell your good girlfriend, Miss Helen, you'll do you wrong. Cut it. Yeah. Cut it. Ain't cut nobody this season. No. We're going to have these real conversations that says, this is how you hurt me. Can we move on past this? Yeah. And if she say no, come on, y'all. The word of God said, if they shake the dust, what's the word, Queen Martell?
If you shake the dust off your feet, keep moving.
Keep moving. But
love them, pray for them, but keep moving.
Keep it moving. I mean, everybody put in the chat. I see y'all on here. Yeah. Keep it moving. So far, Andrea Harris, like she about to win this Power Pack prize. She done tagged the most people so far. Y'all better tag these folks. We'll make the announcement tomorrow. So whoever catches the replay, catch the replay. But so far, Andrea Harris tagged about 100 people. That's what we do. She's in fact, shout out to her. She's her ambassador in the network. We appreciate your authenticity. Yes, but we gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep moving, and we cannot waddle in it. Mm-hmm. You want to say something?
No, we cannot waddle in it. Woe is me. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop making excuses for yourself, and see what you can do to fix the relationship.
Yeah, it's called a pity party.
Pity party. One. We don't have no pity party. Yes.
There's nobody else.
Nobody else there.
Who does that? Since you ain't called me, I ain't gonna call you. Don't ever call me back. I'm dead to you. Yeah. What? Yeah. Look how you sound. You sound like a
with the words, because words is powerful.
Yeah. It's messy. It's really messy, as we would say in this generation, right? It's messy.
Okay, I see people are tagging. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to, I see Taisha Bryan. Hey, Taisha. Good to see you on here. Who else have said something? Apostle Lisa been tagging people on here. Who else is I'm going on with Tawana Lyons have been tagging people. Hey, Glenda Kelly, we've been with her for like 4 or 5 days. Thank you, Glenda, for jumping on and supporting us. I see other people are in here. Go ahead and say, hey, Dr. Nick, I'm on here. I'm here. Yes, we're excited about the Convo God. These are the kind of conversations, Queen Ma. I like having these conversations. Yeah, because I feel like it's so needed in our community, right? We're excited about that. And of course, I've been with these queens since Wednesday. And it'll be Wednesday and one more day. It ain't going to be a week. They're not going to do a week with me. But they've been here since last Wednesday. Just hanging out, loving, growing together, growing pains, fixing stuff, building stuff, the networking stuff overall, and they leave in the morning. But there's no way I would have the Convo Talk Show and not have my president and not have my vice president of administration on the show, because they have so much wisdom. She's a psychotherapist. She's a grieving coach. God really has put some like-minded people in my life, and I so appreciate them. I just believe in giving people their flowers while they're still breathing. Don't wait until I die and they cry over my casket. Well, they already know, cremate me and take me right on. I hit to Destin, Florida, and what I said is sprinkle me all over the water. That's what I want. And Jeremiah don't do it, y'all get him, okay? So we gotta make sure. Get him, Queen Mara. I said, how you was tough on me in Dallas? Bishop Jeremiah. Cremate her and spread her. Everybody like, this is not right. This is not right, Bishop. I love you, Bishop. Man of God, this is not right. That's what I want you to say to him. Okay?
I know she will.
Oh, I know. I ain't worried. I'm putting it in her hands. Because I know Angela, I'll be like, he, my brother, get him, Queen Margie. Get him. And so I'm excited. I had to have y'all on here.
This is great.
Because I knew we was going to have some good conversations.
Greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
So how do you feel being the president of the network?
Wow.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of responsibilities, but God has put me in a position where I can be the president.
Okay.
So I'm very flexible with back and forth a lot of things because I have a lot of hats. So I'm in a place where God has put me, where God has said, okay, you need it, where God has put me in a group of women that loves me and I love them, that hold me accountable for if I'm not doing right. Like you're called now. So you do it, I hate Coach Bobby head, voice in my head, like, oh, not that child, you can't do that. So
she gonna tell you that.
Yes,
But
and
you possibly call folks out like, honey, I hear Dr. Nikki. I'm like, well, I done did that. And she on here nothing but great show, ladies. Thank you so much, Apostle, for being there watching us with the show. Yes, we got to be this. How do you like being the administrative vice president of administration?
It's awesome. I think you've given me a lot of responsibility and I've accepted that. I recognize my gifts and my talents, and I know they're not for me. The platform you've allowed us to be part of, I see that I'm impacting other women that I would have never been able to touch. I think one or two maybe from my area of the country, but to be able to impact women around the world is amazing. And to be able to just grow with the network, I'm just really touched. I'm honored that God chose me to be a part of your team.
And he definitely chose her to be a part of her and Dr. Joe. Shout out to Executive Vice President, Elder Dr. Angela House. Shout out to our Chief Intercessor, Mama Patricia Goodman, Coach Dr. Mama Patricia, all the times, Shout out to Boo. Listen, we have had an amazing weekend for the last 5 or 6 days. Just fixing crowns once again is what we do. In this new season, we're warring and winning and working on our businesses and on our ministries and the network at the same time. And this weekend has been just amazing. What has been your takeaway since you've been?
Man, there's so much. So let me start with just, one of the things that I did not come to the network for was the sisterhood piece. I'll be honest, like I said, it was the business for me because.
And you would think you would, you're the only child.
I know, but no, at this point in my career and in my life.
She's a grandchild.
Right.
So
that it really has been amazing. So this weekend, the sisterhood, the laughter, the spirit of just unity with one another, even, a couple of the things where we didn't understand one another, and then seeing us grow through that. The learning around the materials, the mental health piece, the prayer piece, the deliverance of our sister Rosalie, Dr. Connie's talk, Ona's talk, every single thing, there was something for me. And
even down to the food.
Even, oh man, the food, honestly.
She tastes my cheese grits.
Yes, the food was amazing. Yeah.
I tell you, shout out to Dr. Angela House.
Yes, Angela did that.
Oh, she did that.
Before you guys got there, I took everything out of her car. I said, have you ever been a caterer? She had prepared everything like a caterer would. So it was amazing from soup to nuts. I kid you not. The house was gorgeous. The 2 houses that we stayed in, I got to spend the day with you.
And you know what I found out about Angela? Mm-hmm. She enjoyed cooking. That's her happy place.
Yes, that is her happy place.
That's her happy place. But even like she said, even us enjoying ourselves today, we just pretty much chilled today. Yeah. You know, today's actually is my off day for real. Yeah. And we actually chilled. Yeah. I went off. Yeah. But we actually had a chance just have a good time. And to be honest with y'all, we didn't even do nothing. Yeah. If y'all think about it, we really just chilled for real. Yeah, we did.
You chased me around to get a picture, so
I got my picture.
Yes. You got a whole photo album, so no more pictures. You hear that? No more pictures.
Whatever. Oh, I got one. It's going out in the books of
but it's all in fun. It really is.
Don't worry, I have one for all y'all.
Oh, I can't wait. She gonna give us our Christmas gift in a photo album.
You better not.
I can't wait to see yours.
No.
It's not gonna be for everybody. You're gonna get your own personal.
Oh Lord. And now you should have, because as much as me, you don't go around the country. I know you got about 100 of me. She knows that I be all out. So now we can't keep the same room. This is crazy.
But see, I'm not like you guys. I don't release them.
Well, I release.
Because we like that. Yeah, I release it because I like to have fun.
No, that be them blackmail pictures.
She's like my little, all of my little sisters, so.
Maybe just a little.
And I tell me how many pictures you got to put in your body. I know she can see it all.
Yeah, you sit me up in the front seat, turn the music off and put the heat on 100. Who wouldn't sleep? You gonna put the heat on 100 because she cold. She like, I'm cold. I look at another 99.
But wait a minute. She pretty much just tell you she got pictures of you.
She got some pictures of me. I know she got some. Listen, I trust Dr. Joe. Like she said, she ain't gonna release them to the public.
No, I don't. I'm gonna release them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Joe.
So when they come in the picture frames, Merry Christmas.
And I'll just love on you the same, my little sister.
I want to sit Queen. Let me pick the way you sit.
You better not.
No. Look at.
Make you choke my words.
That's my big sister. You know, big sister be bullying.
Oh my. All right, guys, listen. We're happy to be back here. Listen, this show has been amazing. We're grateful for what God has truly done on this show. So much knowledge and information. I'm just grateful for what God is doing. I'm honored. I'm pleased because God is doing a new thing. Old things are what? Pass.
Yes.
Pass. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
All things become new.
Sorry, now. Well, thank y'all for joining the show. Listen, until next time, next Monday night, we'll see you soon. Shout out to Queen Margie Stuper from Boston. Shout out to Dr. Josephine Harris from Washington State. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See y'all later. It's a thing to watch your HBCU magazine.